Ready? Please.
Now, which way?
Stand in your mind. Just okay, like this.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Oops.
Welcome, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. For about 15 minutes before the official ceremony, Ms. Hyun Kim will perform for us 2 Korean cultural performances. The first will be a which is Hanjo, and the second will be some introductory remarks. Please give your warm welcome.
Good afternoon. I extend my warmest welcome to you on this very special occasion. It is a great pleasure and honor to officially launch the Consulate of the Republic of Korea in your presence. Given the large Korean community in Victoria, the high demand for consular services, and the diverse sectors for cooperation between Korea and Victoria in economics, trade, education, and culture. The governments of Korea and Australia agreed to the establishment of the consulate. Following this arrangement, I was appointed to set up the consulate and arrived in Melbourne on 10th May this year. It is a privilege to have the Governor of Victoria, His Excellency Alex Chernov, here with us to declare the consulate open. Also, here with us to launch the consulate is Mr. Tae Yun-bak, Director General of the ASEAN Pacific Affairs Bureau of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade of the Republic of Korea. I am also very happy to welcome Mr. Edward O'Donoghue, the Parliamentary Secretary for Transport, representing the Honorable Head Value, the Premier of Victoria. The Honorable Tim Holding MP, Shadow Treasurer. Ms. Julian Hinz, the Acting Director of Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Victoria State Office. Mr. Anton Baric, the Dean of Consular Corps, and the fellow members of the Consular Corps in Melbourne. President Mr. Dick Day, and the members of the Korean Veterans Association of Australia. The Assistant Commissioner, Wendy Stindam of Victoria Police. Friends from other Victorian government departments, business and cultural leaders. Representing Koreans in Australia, we have His Excellency Tae Yong-jo, the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to Australia, Mr. Jin Soo-kim, Consul General of the Republic of Korea in Sydney, Mr. In Chul-na, President of the Korean Society of Victoria, Mr. Byung-il Kim, President of the Korean Society of Sydney, and other leaders of the Korean communities in Australia. Friends of Korea, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us this evening as part of this special event. I hope you will all have a pleasant and memorable evening. I wish you much happiness in this festive season and a new year of prosperity and good health. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome to the Governor of Victoria, His Excellency Alex Chernov. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
If I was bold enough, I would suggest that people come forward, otherwise it reminds me of the church where everybody stands in the back. It may help me throw my voice if you do move forward because there are many people in the back. I hope you don't mind me asking this, Mr. Consul. Well, Your Excellency, Mr. Teo Yong Cho, Ambassador of the Republic of Korea, Mr. Song Suk-jung, the Consul of the Republic of Korea, and Ms. Suk Yo-yu, Mr. Hae Young Pak, Director General of Asia Pacific Region Bureau of the Ministry for Foreign Affairs of Korea, many members of Parliament, Dean of the Consular Corps, and many Consuls General and Consuls, other distinguished guests have been mentioned, and ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to take part in opening this magnificent consulate office. In general terms, the establishment of a new consular post is not only of great importance in its own right, but it is also symbolic of the significance of the relationship between the host country and that which is represented by the consul. In this case, the ties between the Republic of Korea and Australia, and Victoria in particular, are strong and long-standing. The creation of this new office is testimony to that and signifies the commitment between us further to strengthen and deepen our connection with one another, the connection that is based on the common values and interests. The Premier of Victoria, the Honourable Ted Bailey, is unable to be here today because of prior commitments, but has sent a message which I will read shortly, Mr. Consul. But before I do that, can I say that I'm honoured to be here today as Governor of Victoria to share in the opening of this wonderful office and trust that this will be the beginning of a long and healthy presence of Korea in our state. Having Mr. Jung and his team here in Melbourne will ensure that many important areas of mutual interest are pursued. Trade and investment, of course, is one such example where our relationship has grown rapidly over the past few years, and the Republic of Korea being one of the major markets for Australian raw materials and minerals, energy, travel, education, services, and with Australia being a key market for Korean vehicles, petroleum and electronic goods and parts. The Republic of Korea is Australia's fourth largest overall trading partner, with a total two-way trade with $32.7 billion in 2011, more than 5% of all of Australia's international trade. These basic figures provide a good indication of the extent of future possibilities of our relationship in this area. As many of you may know, Melbourne is the driver of Australia's life sciences and biotechnology sector, with over 50% of it being located here in Melbourne. For example, in the Parkville precinct alone, around the University of Melbourne, there are over 10,000 translational researchers working on the range of projects with potential social outcomes. There are other large-scale research establishments here, such as the one around Monash University, where research with stem cells is being advanced. Thus, Melbourne is well placed to collaborate in its research operations with neighbouring countries such as the Republic of Korea. The Republic of Korea has exciting research and development programs as part of its ever-growing knowledge economy. Thus, I can see great potential in Victoria and the Republic of Korea working together to advance life sciences and biotechnology so as to produce social outcomes in both our countries. I awarded the Royal Society Medal for 2012 to Professor Frank Caruso last Friday. He tells me he's no relation to the great singer, but he's a great scientist and he works much of his time in Korea, and he was telling us that he sits on many boards and other institutions in Korea where they seek directors of their research institutes from around the world. And he told me of the enormous amount of research that is being undertaken in Korea. And he says that Germany and the Republic of Korea lead the world in the amount of research that's being conducted. For obvious reasons, I suggest it's a development towards a knowledge economy, and Victoria is similarly placed. It's heading towards a knowledge economy, and the research is a very fundamental part of it, so I can see, Mr. Consul, that a lot of work can be done between Victoria and the Republic of Korea in that regard, as well as other areas. But our relationship, of course, is more than just business and technology. Importantly, it's also about cultural exchange and our dealings with one another as people. I'm told that the first recorded contact between Australia and Korea took place in 1889, when Australian missionaries landed at Busan, now Victoria's sister city. Our two nations have had much to do with each other. Diplomatic ties were formalised in 1961, and the marking of the 50th anniversary of these ties was celebrated in 2011 by way of a year of friendship. And of course, one must never forget that Australian soldiers fought alongside those from the Republic of Korea and other United Nations forces to preserve the democracy and independence of the Republic of Korea. Further, 2012 marked the 20th anniversary of the Australia-Korea Foundation that was founded by the Australian Government in 1992, through which strong ties have been fostered between our two countries by the identification of areas of cooperation and opportunity. These are but two examples of the many links between our countries. I thank the Government of the Republic of Korea for its commitment to this relationship and for its foresight in establishing the consulate office in Melbourne. Melbourne is, after all, if you pardon me boasting, an essential player in Australia in many of its sectors that are of major importance to our economy, such as education, aviation, finance, manufacturing and other knowledge-based industries. And on top of that, of course, our city is the multicultural and events capital of Australia, and has been named, as you know, for the second year in a row by The Economist as the most livable city in the world. The importance and closeness of our relationship is underlined by a message from our Premier, which he's asked me to pass on. It is in these terms: today is a great day for Victoria and Korea. It marks the next stage in one of our most important relationships. And for many years, Victoria and Korea have enjoyed strong personal, economic and cultural ties. We've benefited greatly from the South Korean community's contribution, along with other communities that have made Melbourne the multicultural capital of Australia and a gateway to the world. Today's opening of a consulate here in Melbourne builds further on our close and friendly relationship and is underpinned by the sister state relationship between Victoria and Busan Metropolitan City since 1994. And last year we've celebrated the 50 years of diplomatic relations. And this year we celebrate the opening of a new chapter in Victorian-Korean relations with the opening of your consulate that will only strengthen our links further. I congratulate Korea and everyone involved in opening a consulate in Victoria, and I look forward to an even closer relationship between Korea and Victoria in the years ahead. Ted Bailey, MLA, Premier Victoria. In conclusion, I congratulate all those involved in the hard work in establishing this new office and wish you much success as you settle into your new home here in this wonderful city. And I wish you and the whole consulate all the best for the season. Thank you.
어떻습니까? 오늘 날씨가 참 좋습니다. 이렇게 좋은 날 제1회 코리아 페스티벌에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다.
Congratulate the Korean Consul General and the Festival Committee for their tireless work in organising what I'm